For a battery to last long, you cannot, or you should not charge it more than 80%.
Okay.
So, and especially that you need to consider it's the diminishing rate of return. The minute you go over 60 to 70, the time it takes to charge a battery gets slower. At 80, it gets very slow. So most drivers, they charge the battery between 20 on the lower range and 80 on the upper range. So actually you're using 60% of your battery capacity.
Ah, okay.
So I'll tell you, I drive a vehicle that has an 80 kilowatt hour battery. That range is close to 500. I automatically take 40% out. The only time I don't do that is on long distances. I charge it to 100 so that I get the maximum, but those are exceptions. So the first thing you need to look at is the actual range of the battery. That's the first thing you do. Now you touch on a very important thing is you said it took you 5 hours to charge the battery. Well, now there are 3 types of batteries. The first type, and very few people use it, is the plug-in battery, which is the slow charging. It charges 2 to 3 kilowatts. That will take you 24 hours to charge a battery similar to the battery I'm using on my car. The one I have, which is the most common one that you find in homes, is the 22 kilowatt AC charger. That usually takes me about 4.5 to 5 hours to charge.
That, you know, where I stopped.
Exactly.
Okay.
In Norway, as I was driving, every 50 to 60 kilometers, you found a charging station. And the most common charging station I noticed there were the 150 kilowatt charging station. Took me 15, maximum 20 minutes to charge from 20 to 80. And that's reasonably acceptable time to charge. And remember, that was a charge for 350 kilometers, which is quite considerable. So for 350 kilometers, every 50, 60 kilometers, there was a charging station. When you drive on such roads, you're quite comfortable. What you call as the range anxiety or the fear of not having a charging station in the range of your drive goes away. You're more confident about your drive and your vehicle.
So I'm going to talk about the charging stations. We talked about the range. You mentioned a little bit about types of batteries. Maybe you want to shed some light later on what's the development in batteries. But I want to talk about charging stations because I'm still, till today, cannot comprehend why in Europe there is no millions of charging stations. What does it cost to put a charging station? The electric grid is there. The land is free. Gas stations are everywhere. Instead of stopping for a croissant, a coffee, you can have a charging station.
100%. Look, it has to be a viable model. Any model, if it's not commercially viable, will not exist.